Hi everyone, it's Jerry. I'm on ChessCube, gonna play a 5-minute game. Okay, here we go. What do we have? 2285 player, and actually, it's Chess 960. I didn't realize. Let me say hi to this person. That way they don't run away thinking I'm not here. I didn't realize I had a seek out for 960. I forgot to change that, so I guess we'll just go with this. I'm gonna go with still some basic ideas here, which is to try and control the center, establish a pawn there, and also it works well with my rook since it's here. Whenever my pawn makes a capture, my rook will be able to see things and my queen can already come out. Now, this knight right here is a big problem because this isn't the greatest square, but there really isn't a better one, unfortunately. So I'm going to do that right now. And eventually I'm going to want to make this sort of pawn move. I believe one or probably two squares, actually. And then get my queen and... I'm going to work on maybe getting my queen and bishop out so I could castle kingside. And castling is done by picking up my king and dropping it on my rook. And what will then occur is the king and rook will be castled kingside just as it would be in regular chess. Now with this move, the bishop is now controlling this f4 square. The black's b8 bishop indirectly controlling f4. So I really can't do this move right now. So what should I be doing? Maybe I should abandon the idea of going two squares and instead go one square, just so I could get my dark square bishop out. My light square bishop, on the other hand, I might want to go by way of a3 and then bishop to a2. And I think I'm going to go with that. Or actually, you know what? Let me try... Now, let's go with a3. I was just thinking, if I did a4, you'll note that b4 would be weakened, and so maybe the queen could go there. And now that knight is probably a bit too close for me. So I'm going to try to get rid of it. So my bad bishop, if you want to still look to good and bad bishops, my bad bishop is going to be my light square bishop since my pawn right here is on e4. So maybe I can take steps into getting rid of that guy. So as soon as black's f-pawn moves, we can trade light square bishops. I'm at this point just going to be working on what should I be looking to do? Let's trade this knight. Now I could advance in the center eventually, but first let's react to that threat. I want to get my bishop out. Do I support my center? Oh, hang on. Let's trade bishops. And now I'm going to support my center. And should I actually wait a second? Maybe I could just go ahead and castle queenside, and it seems to be pretty fluid here. I think I have an advantage with regard to what a lead in development. So right now I could castle queenside, and my king would end up on this square, and my rook would end up on the d file. But then that would allow the queen to come to a2. Is that really going to be a problem? It probably is. So let's allow my knight to watch over a2, and now I'm prepared to castle, and my rooks I think would be ideally placed on the d and e file. So that's what I'm going to do. So it seems actually my bishop, I don't even need to develop it, and my queen, well, I guess she's going to be developed. Where? Does she even need to develop? What can I do here? This is finally starting to resemble some sort of regular chess position. I don't like maybe that my knight has the responsibility of just watching over a2. So that's why I'm moving my king over. And I don't know that this move actually helps black out. Maybe. I'm going to capture in this direction so my queen could see. And if the knight goes to c4, maybe I could take on a7. So what to do at this point? This is maybe I should be doubling along the d file. Okay, so now that the black king, you notice oftentimes when you castle queenside, there's that additional move of moving the king over towards the corner square so that it's just watching over, you know, like a2, a1, a7, a8 respectively. So let's see, what should I do? The knight is getting ready to come to c4. Do I just take that knight? I don't know that I really want to do that. Could I tolerate a knight on c4? It's a bit scary. If I move my pawn, I weaken my dark squares. I think that knight could be really annoying, actually. I don't know that I want to be able to I don't know that I want to have to work around a knight. Let's do this, actually. Stop that knight from moving first, and then I'm going to make steps in doubling my rooks. I'm not sure which way is better to double. Preferably, I would want to be on light squares as I go about doubling. So maybe rook d3, since my opponent has a dark square bishop. I'm down a lot of time here. Let's go with rook d3 first, and then d5 could come at any moment, and we could have a bunch of exchanges. I think if we trade knights, I definitely have the better bishop. I don't know if that's going to be enough to convert a win. Okay, so now I'm just getting prepared to maybe do some damage against black along the d file. So that d pawn, black's d pawn, is certainly a liability. And now maybe I could do what? Maybe I could get my queen a bit more active. It's hitting at both g4, h5. You'll note that last move weakened the h4 square, so now I'm taking advantage of that. My queen is hitting at d8 as well. My bishop is very well placed, so this is resembling a pretty fluid type of position, I believe. Let's capture, make sure I have my e5 pawn under control. So now pressure on f4, h5, and d8. My queen is doing many aggressive things, and now I think I just win a pawn. So let's take here first, and then I'm going to capture on d5 a bunch of times. I do have a flight square for my king, although right now it is it's what? Let's take with my knight. Right now it's covered by the queen. So now what? My knight is very strong right there. It's hitting a lot of pieces. My queen is hitting a lot of pieces. I'm definitely the better side here. So what should we do? I think actually I should be able to win this. How though? Hang on. Maybe I want to just take that bishop and do some damage somehow. Take that bishop and then give a check. I'm down a lot of time. Oh, wait a second. What about this move? No, then rook takes knight. Let's not do that. Alright, I'm down a lot of time. Let's go with... I don't want to do that. Or could I? Could I get away with that move? I'm going to try that, actually. And my queen could play to c7. So now I'm really getting ready to exchange off a lot of pieces. So if rook there, okay, now my queen could guard the knight along this diagonal. Now I'm just getting ready to just trade on c7, and then that's going to be pretty much it. So let's now black is in a serious pin. They're going to need to work themselves out of that pin. And let's go with this. I don't know if this is the most accurate move. I have to recapture with what? Okay, let's go with this. And now I just want to trade. I want to trade things. So to be very careful here. Where do I go? Okay, we'll go here. And let's go with this capture, actually. So I have a passed pawn that I could run all the way down to d5 at least, and I want to make sure that there's not going to be perpetuals. Oh, I guess I could have just taken that queen, huh? I totally missed that, but this should now just be a one game. My knight and pawn are really doing good things, which is to say guarding like all of these squares right here, all four of these squares, and I'm definitely down on time, but now that I have all my pawns on light squares, this should be, even though I'm down on time, I should be able to win this. Actually, that was a terrible approach. Let's try this direction instead. I'm going to go around this way just so I could attack this pawn. There, this was the better way to go about things. And now actually my next step is going to be to grab that pawn. So a little bit of a role reversal here. And I'm okay with this. I have a passed f pawn. And let's give a check here. I have a passed d pawn now as well. And I don't want to allow that. Oh, now I'm just going to be able to queen because my knight's cut. Oh, I'm down on time. Hang on, we got to go faster here. Definitely have to go faster. Is that knight going to be captured? Oh, I'm not moving fast here. Okay, let's stop that. This is definitely not the most efficient way to win. I'm down to 2.6 seconds. Mate? Yes, finally. Okay, that was definitely a nail biter, but let me just back up here. Let me just quickly review. Oh yeah, this is again 960. I was forgetting because it did start to resemble just a regular position in a fairly short amount of moves. Like once we got to maybe around this point right here, both of us ended up castling queenside. Again, I think it was important at this earlier point right here, still focusing on these good and bad bishops. So that's why I'm, notice how my pawn on e4 is fixed and on a light square. That's what was prompting my bishop to a2 move. And so we exchange, I exchange off what I'm considering my bad bishop. And then right here, it looks like it's a pretty, maybe a normal-like chess position. But nevertheless, hopefully you're able to take something away from this, even though it was this variation of chess, Fischer Random or 960. That's all for now. Take care. Bye.